Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, predicting the game between them and the Los Angeles Rams happening this Sunday in LA. I'm excited for this one in particular because I will be at the game. That is so cool. My first football game ever. I've never been to an NFL game, let alone a football game in my life. Never been to a Panthers game before. If you're wondering, no, I have not. This is my first time. I'm excited to go. And if you guys want to check me out, if you're going to the LA region, going to that game, I will be around section 204. That's going to be a lot of fun. We can get hyped, get excited because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of 49er fans there. So if you want to hit me up anytime. Let me know in the comments or let me know anytime if you see me there. Say what's up. I definitely would love to say what's up to you guys. That'd be an awesome experience. Anyways, we'll be talking about this game. The 49ers looking to bounce back after that terrible loss to Kansas City Chiefs, losing 2 games in a row. The LA Rams, they're coming off a bye week, but they have had their struggles as well. Although they did beat the Carolina Panthers a few weeks ago. I'll be talking about that in a second. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Nothing too crazy for me. Typical prediction time on a Tuesday. Let's just get this started. But before I do, per usual, please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Have a new podcast out if you guys want to check it out. Link will be in the description below. Thank you guys so much. Let's get this started. 49ers versus Rams. Prediction time. Who is going to win this NFC West matchup? Before I get started, per usual, wanted to talk about the tail of the tape of each team and what they did last week. The 49ers, embarrassing loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't remember the score. It was like 44-23. They started off really hot early on in the game, made it really close, 14-13 in the half. Then Patrick Mahomes just happened. Turnovers happened. It was just an awful experience in the second half. That's what you get for playing Mahomes and defense giving up a lot of points. That was the first time I've ever seen a defense look super mortal in their whole season. Offensively, they did have their flashes. Christian McCaffrey looked great, in my opinion, for the limited snaps that he got. Overall, it goes on to Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan. Jimmy making some iffy turnovers. Shanahan, his questionable play calling in terms of selection and what have you. Not being able to adjust. I think that's the big issue coming out of this game, is not being able to do things differently if you're down by a lot. We know his record I talked about in the last video. Shanahan having a really, really bad record on being down 3+ points in the fourth quarter. Wow, that is just off right there. They got to change that really, really soon, or else Shanahan might be getting the boot at the end of the season. Hopefully, he rises up for this game. He loves to play Sean McVay. He's very comfortable playing McVay pretty often. He's won 6 or 7 regular season games in a row since being the head coach in San Francisco. This is a great opportunity to rebound and get a win before the bye week. Los Angeles Rams, they're coming off a bye week, so nothing too crazy there. They did beat the Panthers 2 weeks ago, but that's the Panthers team that was still struggling after firing Matt Rule and what have you. McCaffrey was there actually, and now he's not there anymore. They did get a nice win against the Bucs, though. I'll give the Panthers credit. I watched some of it. PJ Walker looked all right. The defense looked really good against Brady. Proud of them for still being able to play and not tank. I think that's the issue of everybody that was a Carolina fan. Like, they're going to tank, but they're still going to play. They're not going to give up at all. They got a lot of draft picks for the McCaffrey trade. I always follow Carolina, definitely, since it's my hometown. Got to support them as well. But 49ers are always number one. Let's talk about this matchup. Talk about this game. Important stuff coming into this one. I'd say the biggest one, Christian McCaffrey. How much is he going to be involved in this one in particular? Last week against Kansas City, I think he had about 8 carries for 39 yards, which is good for about almost 5 yards a carry. That's awesome right there. He had some nice flashes, and defenses did have to take into account to him, in addition to Brandon Ayuk, Samuel, Kittle, those guys. A lot of big mismatches for the playmaker spot. The offensive line is going to have to step their game up big time. Last week was the first time I ever seen Trent Williams get beat up one-on-one. It was against Frank Clark of all people. He was beat to the punch and got a safety near the end of the game. That was really just weird right there. Hopefully everything's all right with that O-line. They got to step it up big time, especially against Aaron Donald and company. Although they've had a lot of success against them for the past few games, past few years. Offensive line still concerning. They got to step it up. That's all I got to say. Play much better. Jimmy G, although he did make a lot of mistakes, he did not have a lot of time to throw the ball that much. The Kansas City defensive line was just all over him. Although I fault Jimmy for the turnovers, especially the end zone one, where they could have scored a touchdown or at least a field goal. Throw an interception, but he was getting pressure all over his face, so it's both people's fault. It is what it is. We got to move on, right? If you can improve the offensive line, if Jimmy G can limit the mistakes, I think this could be a very easy win like it was a few weeks ago on Monday Night Football. That was an awesome win right there. Hopefully we can replicate that, especially with this being another home game. game for the 49ers. I expect a lot of 49er fans to be in this one. We travel really well. Apparently, we go to the games a lot. I always thought it was weird that we have more attendance at the road games than it feels like at Levi Stadium. That's just me. I see it on TV, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of us at the home games. But away games, we go really hard, show up big time. The Los Angeles Rams, they have talent, as we all know. They're the Super Bowl champions, but they have a lot of struggles. I think the biggest one, just like the 49ers, offensive line issues, but theirs is a little bit worse. I heard Brian Allen might come back, which is really good because they need offensive line help. We were just destroying their O-line in that Monday night game. Stafford couldn't do anything. He was feeding too much of Cooper Kupp. It was pretty predictable in what they were doing and what they were going to do. Allen Robinson, he's going to have to step up big time if they want to have a chance to win this game, because you can't just give the ball to Cooper Kupp all day and not trust anybody else. If you're Stafford, he's the best receiver in the game, one of the best, I would say. You can't be going to your number one receiver all the time, just relying on him. Although he can get 14, 15 catches a game, that's really impressive right there. But the defense is going to find out what you're going to do. Stop it right there, essentially. Defensively for the Rams, they can get to the quarterback. We all know what Aaron Donald is. Jalen Ramsey, I think he's a little overrated in my opinion, although he's an all-pro cornerback. That was an awesome play by Deebo Samuel on that game. That's a formidable defensive front and the defensive team in general. 49ers cannot take them lightly, although they've had a lot of big streaks in terms of winning against the Rams, minus the NFC Championship game. So who am I picking for this one? Both teams, very similar situations, struggling a little bit, trying to find their way, make a rebound, and hopefully make the playoffs at least for the 2022 year. If I had to pick a team, I'm picking with the 49ers at home in Los Angeles. I feel like they could rebound from this one, from the two terrible losses against Kansas City and Atlanta for the past 2 weeks. I don't think under Jimmy G they've lost 3 games in a row. I'm not 100%, maybe the COVID year in 2020, but 2019, 2021, I believe they were on a pretty good roll with Jimmy not losing more than 2 games in a row. I feel really confident that Kyle Shanahan and company can mix things up, adjust, use Christian McCaffrey more as much as possible. Offensive line plays much better. The trenches has to win both fronts in order to dominate each team, especially the Rams. I think this could be a good win. So if I had to pick a final score, I'm going to be picking the 49ers to win this game about 24, Los Angeles 18. Kind of a weird prediction right there in terms of Rams getting 18 points, but just going with along the lines. A few points right there, almost a touchdown. Can't wait to see if the 49ers can win this one, and they have to win it badly to stay afloat in the NFC West race and also the NFC race, even though it's a weak conference this year. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the 49ers and Rams game. Who is going to win this one? Hope to see you guys there if you're going to be at that game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. I hope to catch you guys up this week. Bye, guys. Love y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.